You walked into the room. You didn't say anything loud. You didn't do anything aggressive. But something shifted. Someone started explaining a decision you never asked about. A colleague laughed a little too quickly. Your friend kept glancing at you mid-sentence like they needed approval. You didn't do anything. You were just there. And somehow, that was enough. Most people think intimidation means aggression, loudness, force. But there's a quieter kind of power. One that doesn't demand attention but draws it anyway. One that doesn't threaten anyone, and yet makes certain people deeply uncomfortable without a single word. You might have it, and you probably don't even know. There is something deeply unsettling about someone who genuinely doesn't need validation. Not because they're cold, because they're complete. When you stop needing people to confirm your decisions, your reality, your worth, something in your presence shifts. People feel it immediately. They just can't explain why. That self-containment reads as quiet power, and quiet power makes insecure people nervous. Most people rush to fill silence because it makes them anxious. You don't. You can sit in it without needing to fix it. To you, it feels calm. To others, it feels unreadable. And unreadable feels threatening to people who are used to controlling situations through reading the room. Your stillness unsettles them. Not because of what you do, because of what you don't do. You ask a simple question. You get a long justification. You make an observation. They immediately defend themselves. You weren't judging. You were just curious. But something in your presence makes people feel like they're being evaluated. Psychologist Albert Mehrabian found that over 55% of communication is nonverbal. Before you speak, your presence has already said something. And what yours says makes people feel seen. Not everyone is comfortable with being seen. Not as a power move. You were just present, genuinely listening, actually there. But real eye contact, the kind that means someone is fully paying attention, makes people feel exposed. And people who are used to being half seen, half heard, don't know what to do when someone actually looks at them. So they look away first and feel unsettled without knowing why. Most people soften their no. They apologize, add reasons, cushion it with excuses, make it comfortable for everyone. You don't. You say no because that's your answer. That kind of clarity is rare, and it unsettles people who are used to being able to negotiate, guilt, or pressure their way to yes. Your boundaries don't bend, and that alone reads as power to people who have none. Here's where it gets complicated, because everything so far sounds like strength. And it is. But there's another side nobody talks about. The same presence that gives you quiet power can also make you feel profoundly alone. Because people project onto what they cannot read. And what they project is often their own fear. You get called cold when you're actually just calm. You get called intimidating when you're actually just real. You get called distant when you're actually just deep. And after a while, you start to wonder if something is wrong with you. There isn't. But the loneliness of being misread is real. And it's something most people with this presence carry quietly. Just like everything else. You observe more than you speak. You notice what others miss. The shift in someone's energy. The thing that wasn't said. The moment someone's smile didn't reach their eyes. People who are performing feel that instantly. Not because you call them out, because your awareness removes the mask. And people who have been hiding behind their performance their whole lives feel genuinely threatened by someone who sees through it. This one might surprise you. Behind the calm, behind the stillness, behind the presence that unsettles entire rooms, there is someone who feels everything more deeply than most people will ever know. You process the world at a depth that can be exhausting. You notice what isn't said. You feel shifts in energy. You carry things long after others have forgotten them. Psychologists call this high sensory processing sensitivity. It means your nervous system takes in more than average. And that is exactly why your presence carries weight. Because depth is felt before it is understood. People don't always know why they react to you. They just know something is different. You were never trying to intimidate anyone. You just stayed real in a world that rewards performance. You stayed present when others pretended. You didn't adjust yourself just to fit in, and that alone was enough to unsettle the room. You are not too much. You are not difficult. You're not cold. You just forgot to pretend. And in a world full of people performing constantly, that is the rarest thing of all. Subscribe if this channel describes the parts of you that most people misunderstand. And the next video goes even deeper into why certain people carry this kind of presence and what it costs them. Click it. You'll understand why it was made for you.